Has it started? Okay. So I was saying that we'll be creating this website. I'll just share my screen and show you the website. So we'll just copy it on Figma. Everyone, you can open it. I was saying that is the chart accessible to you all so that I can paste the link over there.
The chat is not accessible.
Okay, so you can type it out. Has everyone opened it?
No, actually, I got disconnected, so I'm just typing it out.
Okay, sure. Has everyone opened now?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Is everyone done now?
Yes.
Okay. I'll just share my whole screen now. I can see. Yeah. Is it visible?
Yes,
Yes.
it's visible.
Okay. So this is the site that we'll be copying. We'll be copying it till here. This the cards there are Photoshop, Illustrator, Acrobat. We'll be copying it till here. So first we'll be making the nav bar. First you select the frame tool, and in the desktop drop down you can select MacBook Pro 16. If anyone faces any issue at any point of time, you can unmute and tell me. So we have created this frame. We'll be working on this frame. First, we'll create this nav bar. For the nav bar, we need the logo. So you can just right click and copy this image.
Frame size has to be MacBook, or we can
Sorry?
use a desktop one also. The size of the frame has to be MacBook one only, or we can choose any frame size.
I'm not able to get you.
I'm asking that the size of the frame which you have selected. Can we use that? Take it as desktop also. You have chosen MacBook one. Size of the frame.
Yes, the MacBook One is under the desktop. It's under the desktop. You can choose any of them. It's your choice. Just the ratio will vary, but mostly it's same.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. So first we'll create this navbar. So here we can see that there's a rectangle over here, two panels over here, and then there's our text. So we'll create a rectangle using this rectangle tool. We'll create a rectangle over here. In the right panel, we'll change the color to a shade of white, which is not exactly white, but a little darker. Is everyone done till here?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
now we see that there are two lines over here and over here as well. So for this line that we have below the text, we'll select the rectangle and add a stroke. What the stroke will do is it will create a line around the text box, around the rectangle, sorry. And then you can choose the below the color. There's a drop down which has written inside. So if you select center, it will change the stroke to center of the rectangle instead of inside the rectangle. Then you can change the color to a lighter shade of black, somewhat like this. If you want, I'll share the hex codes as well simultaneously. So for the fill inside the rectangle, the hex code is F7, F7, F7. And for the stroke, it's E1. We'll keep the stroke size 1. Is everyone done till here?
Yes.
Okay. So now here we see there are two more lines creating divisions. We'll select the line. We'll click on the drop down and we'll select the line tool. And then for zooming in, you can press Control and the mouse roller. So if you press Control and mouse roller, it will zoom in. So we'll create the line over here. And we'll select the same color as the stroke of the rectangle, which was E1, E1. So we'll click on the line and click on the hex code of the stroke color and write E1, E1, E1. What it does is it takes the same color as what we have filled in the stroke. Now we'll select the line, Control C, Control V to copy paste it. Then we'll move it to the side around here. Now we'll add these text buttons. So for the text, we'll use the T to where the T is written, it's called the text tool. So we'll write creativity and design. From the right panel, you can change the font size. You can increase it to 20 or 22. Then you can position it in the center. So for seeing that if it's between the two lines and in the center, you can press Alt and you can go to the line. So it will show how many pixels there are between the text and the line. Right now there are 44 pixels between the text and the right side line and 42 pixels between the left side line. So we'll move it towards left so that there are 43 pixels on each side. This I have done this through the Alt button. You just have to click the Alt button and move your mouse to whichever object you want to see the pixels in between. Is everyone able to do this?
The font size has to be 22, right?
It depends according to the text size. It should be just in between, like the number of pixels between the right line and the left line should be same in according to the text. So for me, it's 43, 43. It might be 23 for you or 55 for you. It depends, but it should be same.
Can you tell how to check the pixels on the left and right side?
You can click Alt, then you'll get these pixel count. Then you move your mouse to the line you have created. So
All right.
it will give you the number of pixels between the object you have selected and the object that is being selected by the mouse. All right.
All right.
Okay. So now we have added this text, creativity and design. Now there's a small drop down button beside it. So using the pen tool, we'll show you how to use the pen tool in detail later on. But for today, I'm just showing you how to use it in the basic things. So you can press it. It will create an anchor point. Then you can move it around. And if you press it again, it will again create an anchor point. And between the two anchor points, a line will be created. Then again you press it, again an anchor point is created and again a line. If you click done, you'll see that your shape is created. From here you can change the stroke to 2, and you can when you click this button over here in the right panel, the link types button, when you click it, the width and height ratio remain in proportion. They don't change, the proportion doesn't change. If the width increases, the height also increases simultaneously. So if I decrease the width to 20, the height also decreases. Now we'll take it near the creativity and design text to text. You can press shift and select the text as well. So both the objects will be selected. Then you can again see if it's in the center using the alt button. If it's an odd number on one side, I don't think it will be exactly same. So a margin of 1 pixel is fine. 26, 27 is fine. But 25, if it's 25 and 27, then you can change it to 26, 26. Along with the right and left margin, we'll also see the top and bottom margin. So if we select, if you move your cursor above, you'll see the pixel count of the top and above as well. So I've centered align this text and the drop down button, right and left align as well, and centrally aligned according to the top and bottom margin as well. Is everyone done till here?
No.
Yeah. Are you saying something? Okay. Moving on. Then we have this Adobe Creative Cloud button and all the text. We'll just add the text, all the text first. Then I'll show you how to bold that the text and add a line over here. So it's Adobe Creative Cloud. Okay, so one more thing, instead of adding this drop down button everywhere, making it again, I'll tell you the name of a website. It's called jamicons.com. Here you can here you have all the icons. You have SVG of all the icons. What it does, it makes the icons for you, and you can just copy paste in your project. So if I search your arrow, and yeah, so if you search down, there's a drop down button over here. Just click on the copy button and paste it over here. Control V, paste it over here, and then you can move it accordingly. I'll replace this with the button I've just copy pasted. I hope everyone is done till here. Okay, so what's new? So now we also have to see that the spacing between the text is also same. So we'll click explore, and then we'll see what are the number of pixels between explore and Adobe Creative Cloud. Right now it's 104. Then we click on the drop down button and press alt and move our cursor to what's new. The pixel count is 83 right now, and with explore it was 104. So we just move our what's new. Sorry, we'll click on what's new and shift it and adjust it to 104 pixels apart. So here it's 104 pixels, and here is also 104 pixels. It's equally spaced now. Okay, so there are many there are many text holders here. So I think we'll have to decrease the font size and decrease the spacing as well. So I have pressed shift and selected all the text buttons, and now I'll decrease the size to 18. Now accordingly, you have to shift all the buttons as well, all the text. So now the Explorer is 66 and what's new 54. 60 each. Now we'll again add text. So here it was 60 between Adobe and Explore. So we'll take the spacing between What's New and For Business also 60. I'm not adding all the text, you can add it later. Now we have this button, Buy Now. You can click on the rectangle tool, make a rectangle. Now we'll change the color to a bluish shade. So I think this blue is fine. Now in the right panel, there's a between the height button, there's a button called corner radius. We'll increase it, and you'll see that the edges of the rectangles are rounded. If I increase the corner radius to 20, the, the edges have rounded off. just like we wanted. Now we'll add another text. This has by default come to white color. If it is in white, you can go to the right panel and change the fill color to white. The hex code for white is FFF, 6 times F, capital F. Now there's a search button. So again, go on the Jam icon page. Now I've copy pasted the search button and I have pasted it. And a sign in. So it's horizontally flipped. So you can right click on it and flip it horizontally. The second last button, it's flip horizontal. Then again, select the text tool and sign in. I hope everyone has done till here. Any doubts? Okay, I'm assuming everyone has done. So now we'll add this navigation. Again, text, home, slash, and Adobe Creative Cloud. Right now we have just worked with simple rectangle and line tool and text tool. As we can see that the navbar text and this text has significant decrease. So we can decrease the font size to around 14 and then place it accordingly. Okay. So now we'll create this area. So first we have a text and a logo. Adobe Creative Cloud. I'll change the text size to 20, 24. And as you can see that this is bold in comparison to this. We'll below the text in the text panel there's a below the font file there's a button with regular. So if you click on it, all the font sizes will come: light, extra light, medium, bold. So we'll select medium. Now I just missed one thing. The Adobe Creative Cloud is selected, so the text is bold and there's a line beneath it. We'll add that as well. We'll click on the Adobe Creative Cloud. Again, change the font size to medium, and then we'll add a line. So it's right now it's not straight. So you can go to the right panel again and change the angle to 0 degrees. So it's completely horizontal. Change the stroke to 2 so it's visible. Now we have created this bold effect, the enabled effect. Now to add this logo, we'll just search this logo. This is the logo we want. Right click, save image as, and we'll just store it on the desktop. Okay. So here now on the shape tools, we click the drop down and the last option is place image or video. We'll click on it. We'll go to the desktop and this is our logo. Okay, so it's not transparent. We'll have to find something else. So this is transparent. Using the shift button, I am increasing and decreasing the size within the ratio. We'll add this over here. Okay. Now there's again more text. The important thing to notice that whatever makes your design more appealing is the font size, how it's placed, and the spacing between all of the elements. So I can just what I've done right now is just placed two lines, a rectangle, and some text. I've done nothing else, but still it looks good because of this correct spacing and the font size, appropriate font size. So this is significantly bigger than Adobe Creative Cloud. So I'll increase the font size to around 48. And when you see this line with Adobe and More Creative, it means that the horizontal axis, the x-axis, the value is same for Adobe Creative Cloud and More Creativity. See, the x-axis value 280 Adobe Creative Cloud, and for More Creativity it's also 280. So it's on the same on the same vertical line. More Creativity, save 40% now. Now is in the next line, so we'll just press enter, and we'll change the font thickness to semi-bold. Then there's again some text. I'll just copy paste this text because I don't want to write it again and again. So this is our placeholder text right now. Is everyone done till here? I'll be just back in 5 minutes. Kanishk, are you there?
Yeah.
So have you done till here? Till where I've
Uh,
done?
yeah, almost there.
Okay. So whenever you are done with it, you can tell me. You can unmute and tell
O-
me.
Okay. I have done.
Okay, so I'll proceed now. Okay. So now um, we again have this logo. We just copy paste it again and increase the size. Now we can see that there are, okay, there's a buy now button as well. Again, choose the rectangle tool, create a rectangle. Using the color picker tool, you can select the same color as before. For the buy now button, we selected the blue color. Again, round up the edges. And add the buy now button text. Okay, so there's a gradient over here right now. We'll just add a normal rectangle and some color to it. So you can select this rectangle, right click and send to back. So now it's all right. So it's sent to back now and we can just change the color. So I've selected a purplish shade. You can choose another color of your choice. Now over here, we again have a nav bar. We can select the frame and increase this uh, height of it. Then we'll add this nav bar. We'll just a minute. Yeah. So we'll just add the text, whatever text it is. I'm not changing it. So now we'll select all of the text and just see if it's in the center of the page. Now overview is selected. So we'll add a line beneath it. Same procedure as what we did above. Okay, now again text. Using these align buttons, instead of always seeing the pixels, you can just align horizontal center and it will be aligned. Change the text size and the font. Then we'll create this card, this button card we have over here of Photoshop. We'll create this. So select a rectangle tool, create a rectangle, remove the fill from here because it's the same as the BG. So we just remove the fill and add a stroke. It should be on the center, and we'll change the stroke size to 2. We'll round the edges. I've entered the value 10. So you can see here that the stroke is very light over here. So we'll just change the color to a lighter shade of black. The hex code is E4, E4, E4. Now we'll add a simple image. I'm just using a random image right now. Right click, copy, and we'll just paste it over here. Using shift, I'll decrease the size. Then click on the image. In the fill option, there's the text called image. So just click on it. Click on the drop down and select crop. Now you can crop your image. So I've cropped it, and now we'll just place it inside our rectangle. So now we can see that the edges of the pictures are also rounded. So we rounded the edges by 10 in the rectangle. We'll do the same in the image as well. So when you click on the independent corners button, you'll see that there are 10, the value 10 is written 4 times. This, if you hover over it, you'll see which side of the rectangle is being rounded uh, in what ratio. So this is the top left, this is the top right, and bottom left. So here we can see that the bottom corners are not rounded. So we'll change the value to 0. Do you have any doubts still here? Kanishk, do you have any doubts?
No.
Okay. So now we'll add the text, Photoshop. Change the text size 23 or 24. Font thickness to regular. So now we have another logo. I'll just copy paste the logo from here. A different logo, but just to save time, I have copy pasted the same logo. Now again, there's some text. We'll decrease the font size to around 16, or let's say 14. And the font thickness to regular. We'll add this learn more text. We can see that this is blue, so we'll just change the fill to blue. The same color as before, using the color picker tool. Now, in the last, there's a line and a button. So drop down, again select the line, 0 degree, and we'll select a lighter shade of black. Again, increase the stroke thickness. And the button, start free trial. So click on the rectangle, make a rectangle, delete the fill, add a stroke, click on the drop down and select it to center, round off the edges, and add the text, start free trial. So here you can see that we have created this card just like this. We have created our own card. I'll select using the mouse. I selected all these elements. I'll click Control G, so it will group all these elements. So if you go to this left side panel, you'll see that a group 1 is created. If you click on the I button, you'll see that it can show and hide using the I. I click on Control C, Control V to copy paste it. Then I'll add 3 more cards like this. I'm not changing the content right now, so I'm just copy pasting it. Then again, you'll see if the card is in between both of them equally. So for this, it is 91 and it's 101 for here. 94, 98, 96 and 96. So this card is centrally aligned with respect to both of these cards. Now we'll select using shift all 3 of these cards and see if it's in the center of the page. So now it's in the center of the page. So you can see that we have recreated the whole website, part of the whole website on Figma. Kanish, do you have any doubts?
No.
Have you completed this?
Yes.
Can you share your screen and show?
Actually, I have joined from different device and I'm working on laptop. So
Okay, okay, no problem. So you can just make this and send it on the chat, the Discord server in the 2D channel. You can send it.
okay, I will send it after.
Okay. So if you have any more doubts, you can DM me or you can just type out your query in that channel itself and I'll look into it. All right. Thank you, Ganesh, for joining. You can leave now.
Okay, bye.
Bye.